This week on Moon with Louie, we got Jian and Jay. Make sure you tap in and stay tuned. So I said it right?
Yeah, Jian and Jay, you got it. Yeah.
Because I've been seeing YN Tijan.
Alright, so it's basically why not Jian? But okay. I couldn't put the N-O-T because it said it was already like taken or something. So I had to put N-T. So it's actually why not Jian on my Instagram name.
Because I was wondering what's NT stand for?
Yeah, So, I just couldn't put the O, so I was like, alright, I'm just gonna run with the NT.
Facts. So, what is the message you try to send in your music? Because I see that a lot of your music, it goes a lot deeper than just simple, or not. I'm not gonna say simple, but like the repetitive that we always see in the rap game.
I think the message from my music is basically bringing awareness to like the situation at hand. It's not really particularly all my story. Like when I say I in my music, it's talking about me, but if you really listen to some songs, I might be talking about somebody else and being their story, and then telling one of my homie stories, or a home girl, or one of my family members, or my girl, anybody, So it's basically just bringing awareness, like, to what's going on, like, in LA County type of feel. It's going on everywhere, though. Like, any state, it's going on, but
this is what you're experiencing firsthand, and
exactly.
This is what you're showing to other people.
Exactly, like, what I'm seeing firsthand, what I'm hearing firsthand type thing.
Because like we spoke before, a lot of times see Compton and they think, oh, it's just like gangbang, this, that, but people are really out here living their real life.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's real life.
Like, people don't really see that, and I like that your music sheds a light on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can listen to it, I'll be like, even in Dago, I'm relating to what you're saying.
Right, and that's what it's all about, basically. Like, it's not for me, it's to relate to as many people as I can, like, to touch as many people as I can with this music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta speak from all sides, whether people like it or not.
Right. So, what is the first step you think? So, what is the healing process, though? Like, are there steps to it, or is it?
I feel like the healing process is just, being one with yourself.
Okay.
I learned that from my woman, actually. Like, just being one with yourself, like with your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Being spiritually connected. It's like a high frequency for me. That I'm trying to get to. I'm not saying I'm at the high. And it's levels. It's like everybody got their own pace.
Facts.
Everybody run their laps. Everybody walk their, however you want to move. But you got to keep moving on that narrow path,
Facts.
Moving forward. If you're not moving forward, like, you stagnant.
Right.
Like, that's not what it's about.
Complacency is a fear of mine, because once you feel like, okay, I'm good right here, you know what I mean, then you don't want to work.
Exactly.
And then just keeping that mindset, always got to grind, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Do you look up to anybody in the rap game?
I look up to Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, yeah.
Because I feel like when he came out, I wasn't really listening to a whole lot of like specific rap, like trying to hear bars. Like, I wasn't really on that at the time. I was more like, oh, this is a cool song, got some R&B in it, type shit, type of feel, But when I heard Kendrick and everybody else was rapping, like, I felt like it was turmoil type in the game. Like, I ain't really have nobody that was like, oh, I want to be like him or anything. But when Kendrick came, he was like speaking about stuff that I seen, like, I knew, like, oh dang, like, this is crazy.
Is it like K-Dot days?
Yeah, like early K-Dot, like overly dedicated type of,
overly dedicated, really?
Like ADHD, like even the Compton mixtape they did, it's like all of those stories. It's like, wow, like, and he, like, when Y'all Good came out, it's just like, dang, like, bro, that's how it is for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't gangbang, but it's like, when you grow up, it's like, you start seeing stuff happen, like, different things change. Like, people you might play ball with in elementary, they might be not in high school with you because they in the streets.
Facts.
So it's just like, he really inspired me, and Joey Badass.
Oh, Joey Badass.
Yeah, the whole Pro Era. The whole Pro Era team, like, they inspired me as a whole, because that's all people really want. Like, is people around them that's like-minded, that's all trying to push for a goal,
And going for growth.
Exactly.
Onto the point with Kendrick though, going back to it.
Okay.
Does it feel more relatable because he didn't grow up too far from where we're at right now, right?
Right. Yeah.
So is it kind of crazy seeing like, dang, seeing one of your idols be able to actually make it and prosper and not like he changed it like how his flow and all that, but he never changed up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
Kendrick's always Kendrick. I feel like.
Yeah. I don't feel like Kendrick changed. Like I feel like the music is just evolving.
Facts.
You know,
it's getting a little deeper now.
Yeah,
growing.
and people just don't see that. You know, people see it as like Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
All this jazz and everything. Some people didn't like it.
Yeah.
You know, but
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, and you know what I mean. But then you had to actually like go in and like see what he was actually saying.
Right. So it's like it's just whatever mindset you on, like whatever frequency you on, it's just. It might take you 4 or 5 times to really understand that song. Like, and that's how, when I write music, that's how I think about it. When I want to have my listeners, I want to have my listeners so pulled in that they'll keep listening to it just to understand what I'm saying, what I'm really talking about.
That dedication.
Yeah,
overly
sure.
dedication. So, you just dropped Grease, and in Grease, you pull up on this white dude, and he, and you take him around Compton, right?
Right, yeah.
So, what are some spots I need to see in Compton that are super tough?
So, some like main spots that you could go to is like the Crystal Casino, obviously. Yeah. Just to you don't gotta go inside. You just
what is that?
It's just a small little casino.
You ever went in there and gambled?
I went in there, but I didn't gamble. Play bingo in there, probably with moms or something. Okay. Spend time with her at bingo. But other than that, I didn't go inside. I ain't never really been in there too deep. But it's a known spot. It's like everybody know, like if you come from a long trip, like from Vegas or even Dago, like, and you see that casino, you waking up, you see that, you like, oh, I'm home.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, facts. Like, it don't matter what side of Compton you from. When you see that casino, you know you almost home.
Facts.
Like, facts. But the Compton Courthouse, you go to food joints like Tam's, Louie's.
Okay.
Like, those are a few. Dale's Donuts.
Dale's and stuff?
Yeah, Dale's Donuts.
You think it's better than Randy's?
Yes.
Oh, Dale. Okay. I might have to check that out before I take my like,
you gotta go. But it be open like in the rarest times, bro. So you really gotta catch them. Type feel that because they truck drivers be coming off the 17 and all that. So yeah.
So in trophies, you mentioned you don't want to be a trophy. How come you don't want to be a trophy?
So basically, like when I say like a trophy, I feel like sometimes the world could put you in a lose situation. Like especially with like music, like they'll give you could be like the best rapper in the world sometimes. Like it's some good rappers out there that had the chains on and everything. But they really messing you over in the industry.
Yeah.
Like, you really going, like, they basically using you to make bread, make hella bread off of you. And they like, you gotta do this. Some record labels, I'm not saying everybody, it's more independent going on now.
Yeah.
But it's like, they'll be like, all right, you gotta drop this song. You can't drop this. You have to drop this. And they making bread off of you, and you just like a trophy type feel.
Okay.
Like,
so when you say trophy, you're speaking of the record label saying, like showing all these artists, but in reality they're getting paid in the background, but showing them off as the trophy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. They getting more bread than they are with like Taylor Swift. She don't even have her masters.
Yeah, I thought that was
She don't own her masters. So they're forever gonna get paid off of her songs.
Facts. Because
she don't own them. Like, stuff like that. But that's just like one concept. Another trophy, like when you get chipped off, when people get killed, you a trophy. Like you've been put on that pedestal. You can't put in that grave. Like you at a standstill.
Right.
Like you're done.
Yeah.
Like like I ain't trying to be no trophy piece.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Talk about scoring.
It's like I want to win.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be a trophy. I don't want to be that next person to just be that robot like that's going by command. You know what I'm saying? Like doing whatever they trying to trap us in doing. But that's going into like a deeper conversation.
Well, there's always time for it, you feel me? But
Yeah.
what's the overall goal with the early morning and late night series that you're doing?
The overall goal is really just to really get people to tap in. Like it's to tap in more with who I am and what and like how I maneuver.
Right.
You know, not really giving out all the ingredients type of feel, but it's just like giving a little bit more background because I feel like that's what people like the most nowadays. Like seeing like when Drake drops interviews,
Yeah.
everybody wants to see that interview because it's rare. When Kendrick drop interviews, it's rare. J. Cole,
Yeah.
you know, so it's like to give people that, and also just for like self documentation, man.
Hella.
Like that documentation means everything. Like that's the best part about music. Like it lives forever.
Facts.
So if you got documentation of everything, like even small videos
Yeah.
on phones, like it's good documentation to have always. Like
do you keep a terabyte with everything on it? Like,
I keep, you know, I got stuff. I got like a thumb drive, you know, little thumb drive, and then I got my phone. So I don't really be putting too much. I got footage, but you know, it's not like to the point where it's overloading.
yeah,
You know what
okay,
I'm
I
saying?
feel you.
But it's gonna get to that point
Facts.
eventually.
I think it's a good investment, you know what I mean? Because,
Right.
like, my computer,
For sure.
like went out on me one day, and I was
Yeah.
like, I got everything that, like, at least that I needed, like, right here. And but on to a different note,
Okay.
you're in a fraternity, right?
Right.
So, what, you also got branded?
Yes.
What, okay, so, what school did you go to? Because the fraternity is at the,
I go to Cal State Dominguez Hills.
oh, okay,
Right. So, but the fraternity is global.
right,
You know, it's chapters everywhere, and it's a lifelong commitment. You know, it's not just for college. Like, oh, I graduated, fraternity over. Nah, it's a lifelong commitment. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But yeah, it's
Which one? Which
Omega Psi Phi.
Oh, okay.
Omega Psi Phi.
See, something I always think about when I think of fraternity is like how Kendrick Lamar said, like a gang, like a fraternity is like a gang. You know what I mean? Like, does it like ever feel like that? Because the whole point is the brotherhood and the togetherness. Like
Right.
when you think about both, you know what I mean, and giving back to the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it's more of like a sophisticated, like quote unquote type of way. You know?
I think it's a positive. I think it's a positive movement.
Right.
For sure. Like I that's how I actually got interested in joining because I was young and you know I was surrounded by my father, you know what I'm saying? But as far as other men, you know, I wasn't really surrounded like that, you know what I'm saying? I had my mom, my sister, and I had my pops. But other than that, I wasn't surrounded by any other men. Like, so when I went to like different events that they had, like mentorship events and whatnot, it was enlightening. Like I ain't never seen that many black men in suits and ties, you know. So it's like we do positive things out here. Like we do.
Well, I'm saying the whole point I brought up about that is because the whole reason gangs was supposed to be a positive thing. You know what I mean? But I'm saying
it was Yeah,
it's like it feels like the fraternities like ran like how it was supposed to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because at least
it's things that go on, but you know, it's like
it is what it
is.
Yeah. So how do you feel about Boozy wearing the kappa and he's not really in the kappa? I mean.
I don't feel no way. Boosie, do your thing, man.
You feel like
as long as you're not in Omega Psi Phi here, do your thing.
Okay, but let's say he was.
If he was,
like, would you be like, damn, like you didn't go through the ropes to be like?
It's like, bro, why you wearing it? It just come down to that. It's a real simple question, and it's like he gonna give an answer and then problem solved type thing. But it's like you shouldn't be wearing that. That's disrespectful to. Not I'm just playing about the Kappas, like, but it's disrespectful to like wear anybody's organization's shirts. They're not for sale for it. Like I said, it's a commitment. Like for real.
I'm saying like the whole reason he had it is because he found it at the mall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. You could buy it offline, but you can't be out here posing like you in it. Like that's not cool.
Oh, okay.
It's just like it's politics, like anything.
Yeah.
Like anything, you know. We like you said, we worked to get in here. We learned.
Yeah.
About the organization to be a part of this. We paid our dues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like don't disrespect it.
Yeah.
Like it's serious. That's just like Bloods and Crips, for real, like a gang. if you, it's not like that now. Everybody wearing any color,
Right.
dang near. But it's like, if you's not from this hood,
Right.
don't be throwing up the set and videos on Instagram and saying like the set in your songs. Like, you can't do that.
Alternative.
Yeah. And when you meet eye to eye with them people, it's gonna be issues.
Facts.
So it's just like that.
They're gonna want an explanation.
Exactly. Sure. Just an explanation. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Can we see you tap in with some Dago artists anytime soon?
Yes. If I have to figure, you will get me connected.
Hey, we gonna tap together. All people network. You feel me? Hey, I'm gonna send them some
ads. You know.
If you want to tap in with Bro Music, make sure to hit me or hit him directly. I mean, his ad gonna be in the video. Have you heard of something that you want to tap in with, or are you kind of new to the scene?
I'm kind of new to the scene, and Dago.
Okay.
Like, I don't really know too much about the rap scene out there. So I want to know though, cause it's not too far, you know, and it'll be a good move. Just as far as like getting out there, letting people know, oh, I can get a fan base in Dago, you know,
a whole different network.
Exactly.
Dang. Just a question I thought off the top of my head, because a lot of times in San Diego, people are like, in LA and Atlanta, it's easier to get big. Do you think that's true? Like being in a bigger city because the market's a little bigger, or like a little bit? It's like you have like Atlantic, not too far. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't really know, because I feel like it's hard to get on out here too.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know, it's not. I don't think it's easy for anybody to get on in LA. Like you said, you just gotta be connected with people. And I've learned, like, just visiting different states, everybody has their crowd. Like, everybody has that artist that's popping in their state, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just how you get connected. And once you do touch down in LA, it will broaden your fan base.
Facts.
Once you have a fan base in LA, or even Atlanta is like going crazy. LA is going crazy now, you know? It's a lot of stuff popping off, so it's like a good time to really put in the work.
Facts.
That's all it is, putting in the work wherever you at.
LA consistently go crazy though. Like, it's crazy. Like, think about it, because like Kendrick game, like just drive, like we were talking about before, drive to the neighborhoods. But in Atlanta, it feels like they like there are moments where they're pushing out. You know what I mean? Like where they're like top. You know what I mean?
Pushing
like,
out content.
Yeah, but it's like a wave kind of. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like the West Coast has been, or like the coast in general, like East Coast or West Coast.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just some I just think.
I feel like the West Coast, like, I just feel like everybody's kind of connecting in some type of way right now. Like, no matter where you're from, you could be from Riverside.
Facts.
You know, everybody in California is like SoCal. Everybody's connecting, so it's like a build.
They go to LA to the Bay to Humboldt. You did
exactly
the whole way. You know what I mean? It's crazy thinking about how big. I didn't realize how big California was till I drove the coast. On your clothing line, you put your zip code on the elbow, right?
Right.
That's the whole clothing brand, the 90221.
The clothing brand is the county,
the
county clothing. So that's the actual brand, because
that's a sweater from it, right?
Yeah, this is one of the. This is like a prototype type of feel. It's not. It's just something not at all. It's still, we still gotta work out some kinks and everything, but it's a prototype, and the brand started with 90221 because it was just a thought in my head, like, this is where I'm from, like, I just want to represent my zip code, see who gonna support and everything. And then I thought to myself, like, I wanted to be more, like, out there, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to just keep it like 90221 or just zip codes. I'm always gonna have Compton with it, type thing, because that's the root of the product, But it's all about different counties, like LA County, Orange County, wherever, it's gonna get to that point. But right now it's like LA County, just what we representing, type of feel. Compton, Carson, Long Beach, Inglewood,
There you go, you feel me?
Yeah, like, that's what I'm trying to do, like, as far as expanding.
Because I think if you keep it like the county and all that, you know what I mean? Because everybody got, like you said, everybody
got a county.
And if you could just push to everybody's county, you know what I mean? That's
exactly.
It's one step closer in the door. So you work with, this is a bunch of Fucking wolves, a bunch of fucking wolves. You feel that? That's the group you work with, right?
BOF Dub. I don't know if it's called a bunch of fucking wolves. It might be, but it's the wolves. You know, win or lose, fuck it. That's the team type of feel. Like, we just like be working together and everything. Like I got the county, but we all work together. Like engineering, making beats, recording. It's real.
I see the heat press and all that.
Oh yeah, they do their clothes. You know, they got their clothing, they merch. You know,
super tough. How much are the shirts? It was like
for mine's they're $25 for the long sleeves, and they're $20 for the short sleeves.
You ship?
Yeah, I ship.
Okay. You want some? Make sure to
I got a website and everything. You go to the county _clothing.
_clothing. You did.
Yeah. For on IG. I'm not too sure on their on all of their prices. I'm pretty sure they're between the 15 and 25 range.
Okay.
So, but yeah, they got their website as well. winnerlosefuckit.com.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
make sure to tap in to get all people network. You dig? How have you been able to stay consistent through this? Because even though you put out your tape not too long ago, you're still putting out singles at this point.
Right.
Like, it seems like you're always doing something, you know what I mean?
Right. Just learning how to do rollouts and how to make more of your product and, what people might see it as. Like, it could be a song, but you could turn that song into, like, put it in a film or, do something, do something with it. Like for me, it's just like, all right, I'm gonna knock out. I'll go to a studio where I'm paying.
Right.
I'm gonna have 12 records, 13 records off the head, like that I know I'm a one take, or that I know I'm gonna achieve because I've been practicing delivery at home.
Facts.
Or in the car or in the shower, wherever, So I just go in with that mindset. And I just make the small things bigger than, what people might see them as, like small footage, commercials, anything that could promote the brand in any type of way, like using the story on Instagram, like that way you don't gotta post everything on your page. You can post it on your story just to keep people intertwined with you, because I figure like if you don't do nothing and you just trying to get on, like you trying to get started, you gotta stay active in some type of way. You don't gotta drop every week. You don't gotta drop a song every week. But whatever you put out, make sure it's something that you could vision as, alright, I could do a music video to this. I could do this to this. Just have a plan. And you don't gotta, you could drop one project a year.
Yeah.
You don't even,
Yeah.
It's like small details that I try to, how to, stretch time out, because it's not all the time somebody gonna be able to afford to get a videographer.
Right.
So you gotta learn how, alright, you gotta push this video until you, make a way, or like, do 2 videos and just push them back, just keep them, and then shoot another video, then drop the next video. Like the first video you did, drop that video, and then now you got 2 videos that you could just drop after promoting this. Like
have a consistent.
Set yourself up for the shot type thing. Don't just be lost.
Can't get lost in the sauce, you did. So speaking of the singles that I've been seeing you drop, can we see another mixtape or album anytime soon?
Yes. Mixtape. This is gonna be my second project. We Up One.
Okay.
It's dropping soon.
Yeah.
Just stay on the lookout type thing, It's just gonna drop.
Like
I got the listening party on the 18th.
Okay.
So, it's clues everywhere. You just gotta be tapped in.
So we could probably see it in a week or 2?
Probably a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sooner than that, maybe. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, hey, hey, it might be out by the time we get the interview.
Done with this interview.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm at the end of this, I'll include the picture, the album cover, the mixtape cover, and all that. You know what I mean? So y'all can check it out. Make sure you tap in. And last but not least, if you could tell the people something about yourself that they don't already know, what would you tell them?
I played basketball. for a long time until I got to college. Because then I had a baby and everything, so I had to, I had to make some decisions to, what's best for me and mine, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing, and I have a son.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Can you dunk?
Not no more.
Oh.
Like
yeah.
I was getting there, but I stopped playing. So
Fast. Once you take that break.
yeah, it's like you can still play, but you can't always move the way.
Don't got the same shot as
yeah.
all that. That's been with Louie. Make sure you tap in with me. Make sure you tap in with bro.